And the Gamecocks will put total leather and will get started. And he's going to bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So Tennessee's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before, and that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week, because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they face this year, so we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
Hey, they're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to be any layups. Like most of the time, you know, he's had his way. He's feasted.
Oh, he's got some space. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. You go with the first snap of the game, and you make a big play like that, your confidence just soars.
And I don't know if the defense was sleepwalking here, Reese, but it's almost as if they didn't know the game had actually started. They were just kind of lethargic in the back end. I don't think they were anticipating this offense taking a shot on the first play.
The Vols moving quickly to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Finds a crease at the 20. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Vols come to the line with a new set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On the run, it's Morris. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Tight quarters deep in the red zone. Can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Under fire. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. And they decide to trot out the kicker. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
Looking for blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So South Carolina's offense will go to work for the first time. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love it.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Dropping back, it's Overton. Quick strike complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. He's got it down the middle. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. There he goes. Hauled down at at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there. On 1st and 10 from the 38. Got him downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Gamecocks had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He wants it all. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. 3rd down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. Wants to throw. It's Overton. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Gamecocks trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Pushes toward the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, South Carolina.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the point after is good. And he's going to try to return this one. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, even though that was an incompletion, I wouldn't be surprised if this secondary wants to start playing deeper coverages, because this offense has shown that they're willing to be aggressive. They've got a lot of speed.
Most pick up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Volunteers in the hurry up. A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the 1st down at the 30. And the Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw again. Grabbed behind the line. It's Morris. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it. Get it to your running back.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They were...
Ball's in the deep ball. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Smashes it between the uprights. That brings them to within 1. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Man, it just means more in the SEC, and take a look at how things are playing out here. LSU is down, but they are not out of it, not in Tiger Stadium, a place Bear Bryant once said was like playing inside a drum. Maybe the best home field advantage in football. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Missouri. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big happens. You should see.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Back to throw. It's Overton. Trying to set up the screen. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. A 1st down for the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. And we've come to the end of 1, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Williams. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And the Gamecocks will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. So here is the Tennessee offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
You just can't hit the quarterback like that. The defender got caught red-handed. 3 yards, 1st down for the offense after that penalty. Use the play fake, now to throw. A strike downfield. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Grabbed over the middle, it's Smith. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The Vols want to pick up the tempo. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force...
Touchdown, Volunteer! Fit it in the window for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing it. because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. To the air. It's Overton. Wide open downfield. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
At midfield, he's got room. Turning it on. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. The Gamecocks, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in.
Touchdown, Gamecocks! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. Lining up for the point after and the lead. And the extra point gives them the lead at 14-13.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Vols line up to punt it away. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. He gets a block. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Shoots it to the left. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
You know, these linebackers have to be so good in zone coverage and reading the quarterback's eyes to get to the ball. We saw that linebacker do it.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Going to the running game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Overton. Here's a heat. They get to him as he throws. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw him out of rhythm. Neyland Stadium alive. A cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. He fires a bullet to the right.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the officials spot it, but they certainly gave them no opportunity for a return. the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds his big tight end. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. The Volunteers racing to the line in the hurry-up. The play-action fake. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're a couple of yards short of the 1st down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. Off the RPO, throw right, looking for the chains. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Volunteers will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the tight end. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle.
Man, that's how you finish plays. That is absolutely beautiful by this defense. Way to play physical, not give up those extra yards to give up that 1st down.
The Vols are marching down the field.
When offenses get 1st downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They'll run play action. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the 1st half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. And the Vols send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. To throw, it's Overton. Oh, they're after him. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. To the ground with the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Gamecocks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Sets up the screen. Still on his feet at the 25. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
You see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Here's the pressure. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. Offense in a bunch formation. Right back to the well.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. To throw, it's Overton. Dances away. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. The Gamecocks will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They want to throw it. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
Touchdown, Gamecocks. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. He'll bring it back looking for help. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. The handoff as they run the counter play here. Getting behind those pads and behind a stiff arm to get it out to the 27. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a great one today in Knoxville so far. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Neyland Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Volunteers will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Scanning the field, it's Overton. Throws to the back. Got his man down the middle. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Tight end now in motion. Out of the gun to give to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. The pull and throw off the RPO. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on 3rd down. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. And the Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. From the gun, the ground game. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26. And the Volunteers are in the hurry-up.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. The Vols come to the line with a new set of downs.
That's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
On the option. He'll toss it. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. And the Vols really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Finds his man. It's Smith. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It's Kane. They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. From the gun. Wants to pass. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. And it's right down the boulevard. That'll cut this lead down to 5. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. LSU has the lead right now, but it hasn't come easy. They're in a tight one. They're up by 12 over Missouri. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Gamecocks have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Right back to the well. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Gamecocks have pushed it inside the 20. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass, it's Overton. Looking down the middle. Got it. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1. The Gamecocks didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Touchdown, South Carolina! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets hyped. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Volunteers want to crank the tempo. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Working that wide receiver screen. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down. And the Volunteers will punt this one away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. To the air, it's Overton. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Great move. Now he's got room. Discards him with the stiff arm. And he'll be run out of bounds. And these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Handoff from the gun. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Intercepted at the goal line.
And you don't see this very often. The big defensive linemen, you see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time, but how confusing is it, Palmer, when it looks like they're rushing, they drop in coverage and make the big interception?
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could even make the play. How about the eye?
He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field, they got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Rides to back and leaves it. Got the first down and more. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. Ripped off a chunk on the opening play of this drive. Now it's first down from the 48. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun to give, looking for room. Some really tough running there gets him to the 45-yard line.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And the Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. And that one will find its way into the end zone for a touchback. So here is the Tennessee offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency there.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point in the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Vols will hustle to the line. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got him downfield. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
And the Vols now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him. Made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. It'll be a draw. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for room, it's Morris. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the fourth quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get it.
And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. So that penalty will wipe away some strong red zone execution and take the score off the board. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Give to the running back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Caught in the backfield. It's Kane. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on fourth down.
Obviously, they fail on that fourth down, but because there's still time on the clock, this game's not over. Who on defense right now can step up and make a big play and get the ball back to the offense?
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Look, let's use those timeouts and save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on third down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And trying to... on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. The Gamecocks decide to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the big fella. On his feet at the 40. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Catch in the middle. It's Kane. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Going to swing it on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Vaughn. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. The Volunteers will snap it on 1st and 10. Trying to move them on the counter. the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Second down, he'll throw it. Complete to the left. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. He makes a grab. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. He's looking to pass. Going for 6. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet.
Yeah, and that's step 1. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. He's productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, probably getting blitzed. It's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee.